Class concept. We know with near certainty that the next class is going to be water. There's a ton of lore, a ton of like info that the devs have put out, both with pictures and leaks and lore. There'd be no way that it wouldn't be the Water Gauntlet. So a lot of people have been talking about like that and then stopping there. So I wanted to just take it in my own hands, take it upon myself to make the water class itself. Warning, this is all theory crafting. None of this is actual news. I made this earlier today. Each class has a clear like resemblance to real world weapons. Frost is a sniper. Fire is a missile launcher. Wind is an SMG. Lightning is a rifle. Tox is a shotgun. Stone is kind of unique. I guess it could be like a landmine or like a torpedo kind of thing maybe. I don't know. Stone is unique. I'll give him that. Railgun? Exactly. Thank you, physicist. You got it. A railgun. There it is. We don't have like a grenade launcher type weapon. I think that's going to be water. So here's my concept. I'm thinking it'll be the Tideseer class. Overarching statement in the beginning, Proleteriat has said that they don't want to have classes that are support or healy or like extra tank or whatever. They've said many times in the past that they want to have every class viable on their own in solos. I don't think water's going to be a healing gauntlet. It could have healing aspect, but I don't think it will be. Because they've said that they also don't want to have a class that is huge and required in a comp team build. Like, if you have a healing class in the game, that means that everyone in competitive squads or duos will basically be required to have that class in their build, right? Otherwise, you're not going to get anything done. And you're not going to be able to heal or regen or whatever that support role does. So the Tideseer class, here's my idea. So the spell will be Water Ball. Shut up. It's a grenade type, like a grenade launcher. If you think about it like a tox slap, but only one like stream. So like one big glob in the middle, like a grenade. Similar speed and like projectile speed to a fireball. The sorcery would be called Tidal Wave. So Tidal Wave would be, it's a cast sorcery. It's a forward moving wall of water. Knocks back enemies. Yep, Cat, you got it right. The sorcery does no damage on its own, just like a wind NATO. However, it can be used to apply damage, just like a NATO. Same thing. It also applies a brand new debuff in the game called Soak. First off, all spells and sorceries, so your water ball, your glob, whatever you want to call it, and your tidal wave, both leave water on the ground. Your passive, called Oceanic, when you're on the class, your spell, water ball, also applies Soak. Just like, think about it like fire. So the fireball, offhand, does damage, done. On the class, it applies Ignite. Soaked enemies interact with other elements just like puddles, okay? So you hit them with Soak, and if you snipe them with ice, it freezes, and they're slowed. You wouldn't be frozen completely, you wouldn't be stunned, but you'd be slowed, as if you were getting hit by frozen water in the game. Think about everything else. If you're soaked, hit with a fireball, steam forms on your body, and your vision is blocked, just like it is in the rest of the game. Same thing. If you're Tox slapped as an off class, right? So like normally the Tox Gauntlet does not create puddles on the ground, but if you're soaked, it would, because when you Tox slap water on the ground, it becomes Tox puddle, right? And then same thing. If you're soaked and someone zaps you with lightning, you become shocked. So the soak debuff is very strong. all elemental interactions remove the soak debuff. So you hit him with fire, hit him with ice, hit him with lightning, hit him with tox, whatever. If you hit them with something that isn't water, the debuff is removed. But they get the shock or the slow or whatever. How big is Tidal Wave? So those arches under the bridges of Fort Halcyon, about the width that I had in my mind. Yeah. And it'd be about as far as a shockwave. And it would interact with the world just like a stone slam. So you couldn't send it down like a straight thing. Second skill, called Water Walker. So you gain a 40% movement buff, think Escapist, when you're within 10 meters of any water puddles, not just your own. So, for instance, if a Frostborn on a different team was alacriting around, and you can melt their alacrity or its water, you would gain a 40% movement buff. Level 3. Everything's damage buffs, typically. So, level 3 on Tideseer, the skill is called Hurricane, okay? So, you get a 15% damage increase to soaked enemies, okay? So, anyone who's soaked, so if you hit him with your offhand, nothing will happen. If you hit him with water, then your offhand, extra damage. Soak can stack. If you hit him over and over again without hitting with an offhand, because remember, if you hit them with something that isn't water, it removes soak. Keep that in mind. So you have to hit him with the water over and over again. Now finally, level 4, the class skill called Waterfall. Waterfall is enemies struck by tidal wave split the wave. So normally, if it hit the person, it would knock them back a little bit, and then it would stop. Enemies struck by tidal wave at level 4 split the wave into pieces, sending 4 smaller width waves out in 4 directions. In the like for instance, if you hit a person straight on, the 4 little waves that come out would be directly left and right, and then forward and backwards. And then these tidal waves act the same as your original tidal wave, but they're just smaller. So there you go. That's my concept of the Tideseer class. So of course, all of this is pure speculation. I don't have any plans to email Proletariat or reach out to Spellbreak or whatever, just because it's dumb. I had fun with it. Yeah, there you go.